Hi, this is just a basic introduction to the digital SLR camera. Those students who are joining us on the photography course at the Manchester College, this will be a camera that you'll be using regularly, and some of you may own a camera like this already, some may buy one while you're on the course, but we have plenty in the department for those people who need to use them on a daily or a weekly basis. What is a digital SLR? Well, it's a big camera if you compare it to things like your mobile phone or compact camera, and they seem quite complicated at first with lots of different settings. The principal thing about digital SLR camera is the interchangeability of the lenses, so you can take the lens off and put a different type of lens on, a wide angle or a telephoto lens. Obviously the image quality and video quality is exceptional and it's sort of industry standard, but also the main thing is really this sort of wheel here and some of the dials and buttons which allow you to take control of the camera and be really creative and produce some excellent and interesting photography. This dial here is one of the main features on the camera that you need to know about. It's called the mode dial, and this particular setting here, auto, is something that most people who get the cameras for the first time leave it on, and it means that the camera is fully automatic. In other words, the camera pretty much does everything for you in the same way as if you were shooting on your mobile phone. But obviously as time goes on you'll need to learn to control the camera in different ways, so there are different settings that you can use. So maybe in the first year of your time at the Manchester College you will start to use settings like the S setting, which is shutter priority. So this means that you can now control the shutter speed of the camera, and the camera then controls the rest, so it's sort of semi-automatic. So by choosing S you can then experiment with things like freezing movement, and also being really creative by creating blur and light trails, etc. Moving on to the next setting, which is A, which is aperture priority. Again, this is something that you experiment with and learn to control in year one on the photography course. And what does it mean? It means that you can control how much of the picture is in focus. So by controlling the aperture using the A button, you can then produce pictures where in the picture a small area is in focus and you can isolate it against the background. And alternatively you can control it so pretty much everything is in focus in the picture, right from the first half a metre away from the camera right to the hill or the sort of the skyline in the background. So very versatile, and again it's a way of controlling and you being able to take control of the creativity of the camera and start to create some fantastic work. And finally, for now, the next control is the letter M, which is manual. Now manual means you're taking total control of the camera, which means that you're controlling the shutter speed and the aperture. In other words, you're in control and not the camera. So this is the setting which eventually you may want to choose and use to be as creative as you can and to take total control of the camera. No one's expecting any new student to be able to use the manual setting straight away, but as you go through the year one you'll feel more and more confident about using the manual setting, and you will then be able to push the camera to its creative extreme. So those are the very basic settings on the camera, which for now will just give you an idea of what the capabilities of the camera are. We will look at and investigate some of those different settings in more detail in future videos. Thank you for watching.